Today is going to be a bit of a different video. Now I'm going to be talking about why I scaled up my Lego city. Now there's a good story behind this. It goes back a few years, and I'm going to go through why I did this, and we're going to go over why maybe you should do this. So this is going to be a story about why I did this. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. So to start off this story, we've got to go back to sort of late 2019. When the LEGO Speed Champions 2020 lineup was revealed. So you had the Jaguar I-Pace set, the Lamborghini, the Ferrari, and there were a few others. Now, what made these ones different from the other years was that they were 8 studs wide. So previous years, it had all been 6 studs. I mean, there were a few just about 8 wides, but they weren't, I don't think they were really made for like 2 people side by side. So yeah, 2020 was the year when LEGO went just a bit wider for their cars. Well, only in the Speed Champions lineup. But anyway, upon seeing the first photos, I thought they were 6 stud wides. And after looking for the photos for, I guess, a few minutes, I realised it was 8 studs wide. And yeah, since then, I guess, I fell in love with that look, and this is where it brought me. So those sets came out in, I think, either it was January 1st or March the 1st. And my friend and I went up to the London LEGO store, and I bought 2 of those Jaguar I-Pace sets. So there's one there, and there's another one. Now a few months later, I did buy a third one. That one's in my cupboard. But what's different about these ones is you notice there is no racing stickers. That is because I wanted to build them as civilian cars for my city. Now, of course, this came at a price. Upon buying these and putting them on my original LEGO layout, they didn't really fit because I was still using the standard 32x32 road plates, and well, they just didn't look very natural on them. So I had a decision to make because I really liked the 8 wide cars. They look really good. You could get so much more detail. And I started using Bricklink Studio to design some more mocks that were 8 studs wide. So the choice was either to stop and I guess discontinue the 8 wides and go back to 6 and continue using the 32x32 base plates, or I could slightly scale up my city to fit these new cars. And well, I guess looking at my city, you can see what I chose. And I think it looks really good. So this small table I've got, it's based on sort of like a city in Arizona or Utah, somewhere with a desert sort of scenery. So you can see there are some tan base plates, or tan plates going around, sort of, I guess, acting as flower beds. And you know that it's a desert pretty much, or based off of a desert area. So of course you've got the cacti, which I guess shows that. So anyway, the decision I made was of course to go with the 8 wides and make custom road plates. So the first custom road plate I made was I got a standard 32x32 base plate, and I originally made it for a British road. So of course the car's driving on the left, and I had some like British road signs and the traffic lights, but it just didn't look right. So I decided that it might be best to drive on the right hand side and go with American cars instead, because I do like American cars quite a lot. American cars and trucks is what I like. So I decided to go with, well, an American city. So we're going to go through some advantages and disadvantages of scaling up your LEGO city. So let's start with some advantages. So the first one obviously is you get more detail when you make it a little bit bigger. So of course, when LEGO went from 6 to 8 wide cars in the Speed Champions, they could get so much more detail. And of course that means when I build my 8 wide cars and trucks, there was a lot more detail. For example, my new LEGO Ford Super Duty, and all the odd ones as well, but they can get a lot more detail, they look a lot better, and yeah, they just about look natural with the minifigures stood next to them. I know LEGO minifigures aren't like the right sort of shape when you compare them to humans, but this is just about pushing it really. You don't want to go any bigger than 8 wide for the cars. Of course, some trailers are 10 wide, and there's nothing I can really do about that. They have to be 10 wide. I know this truck over here, this trailer, is 10 wide. But the good thing is they look natural on these roads. So that's one advantage, is that you get more detail. So let's go over the first disadvantage. Alright, so let's come over to this side of the city and let's have a look at the road in general. As you can see, it's laid out using a load of 2x2s in dark grey. Now if I zoom in all the way down the road, you can see it's just 2x2s everywhere. And of course, that means it gets quite expensive. I spent a lot of money doing these roads. I mean, just the roads pretty much. I think there's over 1,000 of these across the whole city. I've spent a long time doing this. I still haven't finished though, because down that end, it's just, you can see the table surface. So I need to buy some more, quite a lot more actually, to do along this road and then down to the end. So the first disadvantage is that it gets quite expensive because you can no longer really use those Lego standard 32x32 road plates anymore because your cars won't look good on them. They won't really fit. So you have to custom pave your roads pretty much. And of course that means making your own pavements as well. So not only are you tiling for the roads, but you're tiling for the pavements as well. I've got a lot of 1x2s going on this side and then some lighter grey 2x2s and some 1x4s, which pave this pavement, or I guess sidewalk if this is an American city. And of course it's the same on this side for the pathway running alongside the Lego tower. A lot of 2x2s in light grey here, and it's got to go right to the end as well. So I need to do that as well. Now the second advantage of doing a scaled up Lego city, taking your cars from 4 to 6 wide to 6 to 8 wide, is that you can make your own car mocks. Of course Lego only do a limited sort of supply of these Speed Champions cars every year. So if you want to make your city full of cars, then you've got to make your own ones, and that is pretty good actually. It's good fun. I've done a lot of car mocks. So I've got some Super Duties over there, some more Super Duties. I bought mocks that other people have done as well. This Dodge Challenger, this dark red one, that's someone else's mock, which I bought parts for. I've done some actual trucks here, a Freightliner Cascadia, this Freightliner box truck, and there's this white Freightliner just here. And this school bus is someone else's mock, which I bought parts for. The same with the Pizza Planet truck. But what's good is, yeah, you just get to build your own mocks. It's good fun actually, but again, it gets expensive. Now the second disadvantage of scaling up your Lego city, from what I found, is of course, it takes up more room. When you make your roads a bit wider, your pathways a bit wider, it takes up more room. This is a decently sized table, and if I stuck with the standard Lego 32x32 road plates and stuck with the 6 wide cars, then I'd have more going on in the city. Of course I've got this long main road, a couple roads at the side, and then some buildings around it, and there isn't much sort of like, I guess, busyness in this city. There isn't as much density as there would be if it was a 6 wide sort of, well, I guess if it was just a standard Lego city that other people make. I know there are lots of Lego YouTubers who make their cities to the normal scale, and they squeeze a lot more into the space than what I'm doing. I'm trying to go for that like ultra realism. Lego is all about imagination, but for me, I want it to look as like real life as possible. So the second disadvantage, I guess, in summary, is you've got less space to work with. So it's annoying. I mean, if I had more space, if I had my own actual Lego room, then I'd be able to make a massive table, and then I guess this wouldn't be as much of a problem. But this is a limited space I've got. I can't expand any more in this room, so for now it has to stay in this space. But it looks good. I am happy with it. I'm glad I did it. So in summary, I'm glad I did this. I mean, I started this in October 2022 when I got my first job, and I could start finally paying for my own Lego. So yeah, this is a year and a half in the making. I'll put some photos on the screen of, I guess, updates of the city. So every so often I take a photo from the same angle, and it shows, I guess, how far the city's come in this year and a half. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the advantages and disadvantages. There aren't many I can think of right now, but yeah, in conclusion, I think this is worth it, and I think you should at least give it a go. If you don't want to do it, then that's alright, stick with your normal Lego City. But if you think this might work for you, give it a go, because it's really worth it. Building your own mocks, building your own road plates to how you want it is really good. Of course, with the 32 by 32 road plates, there's only a few designs you get. You get the straight, the curved, and the T-junction, and the intersection, the four-way intersection. But when you custom pave your roads, you can do it to however you like. If you want like a sort of a wider curve, then you can go with that. If you want one of those emergency lanes going through your city like I have here, then you can do that. You can do whatever you want when you scale up your city, because it's all up to you pretty much. There isn't much that, well, I guess Lego makes that you can put in anymore. It's all up to you. I mean, you can still go with the modular buildings, which I've still got, the assembly square I've got, the police station, the brick banks underneath the table, the prison restaurant, and the boutique hotel. They still look good in the city, just about. So yeah, in conclusion, do it, I think. Give it a go. Why not? So yeah, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy and you want to scale up your city, then go for it and let me know how it goes. So yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope this inspires you to scale up your own Lego city, because why not? Who cares? This has been great fun, and I'm going to continue to do this for as long as it takes until, or at least this table's complete, and then we can move on to other projects. So for now, I'll keep working at this. So thank you for watching, and I'll give more updates as to how this city goes. I've done a few city tours so far, and yeah, I guess I'll do another one when the city looks more complete, especially down this end. So yeah, thank you for watching this video, and yeah, hopefully I'll see you soon. Goodbye.